against me. I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo.
It's week 11 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Monarchs and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on town between the London Monarchs and the Denver Broncos. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. So a good... Before he's taken down, a nice little gain. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing Jones. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 52 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First down, Blackwell, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry here for their running back, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to... He'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Blackwell, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed it, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Chubb again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Blackwell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go down the number for getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We surrendered how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some weight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to.
Touchdown, Broncos. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the 2nd half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Chubb running right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
It was Just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. York able to send this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. On first down, Jones. This is caught. It's Brown. 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with him, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass run?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And they've needed to play this year. He's certainly been the guy to deliver as this season has gone on. He's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Blackwell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down now, Blackwell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So this drive spans 7 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. London about set to take over on offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave.
And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down.
Dude, I didn't even know my mic was muted this whole fucking time.
Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Oh, get out. Go ahead, Quiz. That's so crazy. I didn't even know my shit was muted.
9 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10
All
as
right,
they
bro.
take over.
We got to come back.
About set to take over on offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Oh, my God.
Mahomes now to throw.
Why did you not keep running?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
He stopped and like put his hand up.
His decision making there to make sure they picked up
not what I wanted him to do.
The throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Like what?
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell.
Who the fuck is this guy, bro?
To the 29-yard line.
And out here shedding fucking 90 hit power.
Rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Bro, what? I got tree clock on, bro.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
This guy?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy
That's
of the
a menace.
marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing Jones. On the move to his left.
Not playing. That's how Austin plays.
They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play